In today's video, I'll be going over 10 or so details that you may not know about the Cunning Stunts update. They range from small to large, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will gain some knowledge that you didn't already have. The first thing, and this is something like super small, and I literally just found it by accident, but for whatever reason, when you're on, I think it's called the Gargoyle, when you're on the new motorcycle, you can actually go through certain barricades. Like you can see like the ones at the airport that go up, you just go right through them. I don't know why that's a thing, but that might come in handy at a certain point. You don't need to slow down for any of those. You can just go right through them and you'll be fine. Again, is that something useful? Maybe, maybe not. Thought I'd let you know. Next up, the inventory. This is something that I did mention in like the patch notes, but it's kind of confusing a little bit. At first, at least, the inventory was changed if you didn't know, and they sort of put stuff into main categories. The three main ones are inventory, style, and vehicles. The first one is inventory, and this is where you have your body armor, snacks, fireworks, ammo, and your custom weapon loadout. All of that is pretty self-explanatory. The custom weapon loadout is really cool, though, just because, obviously, if you have an office and you already have the safe in there, or the gun safe in there, you can easily enable or disable this on the go. Pretty awesome. The style is the one that has all of your clothing options, and there's a few new options or a few new features in this category, one of them being the racing outfit and the other one being the helmet visor. In this subcategory though, you can go into your accessories, change all of that stuff. You can put on parachutes if you want, but the new part is the racing outfit and the helmet visor. Now I'll go a little bit more in detail about the racing outfit in a second here, but the helmet visor, pretty simple, self-explanatory. You can have your helmet visor go up or down. And I'm sure that'll lead to some really cool combinations for Fashion Friday. You can get some variety in there. Now, speaking of the racing outfit, so what you can actually do, if you make an outfit and you save that outfit to a custom slot, you can actually dedicate that as your set racing outfit. Because, and you'll see this in a second here, when we actually go into these stunt races, you have the option to equip a stunt racing outfit. And they have a couple of preset ones that you can choose from. You can also choose your free mode outfit, like whatever you're wearing in free mode, but you also have the option to use the racing one that you made. And the reason this is important is because, and it's hard to like demonstrate this, so I'm sorry for like the gameplay you'll see in a second, but all of the new racing gear is actually fireproof in the races. And that's important because in some of the races, there are fire rings. And I can only imagine what people are going to do when the stunt creator comes out. They'll put like a bunch of fire rings in a row. So maybe in the Rockstar races, you don't have a problem with the fire. But when the stunt race creator does come out, you'll have problems with the fire. And it'll be nice to know that if you wear, you know, the certain clothing, you'll be fireproof. A couple other things racing with motorcycles, especially the Gargoyle, that I noticed. Well, one, it can easily wheelie, and just be careful of wheeling when you go across the green speed boost because you'll go flying if you're wheeling like high enough. Also, in these races, speaking of flying, it's super easy to do the glide glitch, and that's lost me a few races now where I'll be going really fast, and then I'll pull back on the, you know, while I'm in the air a little bit too much, and it'll actually cause me to glide over the checkpoint. So just be careful. Don't go too fast when you're in these races, because if you do, you might not win. Also, one popular theory, you're not indestructible while you're in these races. Like, if you land on your wheels, you'll never fall off. I mean, and you'll see that here in a second. We literally go from the top all the way to the bottom, like to the, you know, where the roads are, and I don't fall off. However, if you land on your head, or if pretty much you hit your body anywhere on the ground or on a building, you will die and you'll fall off. So don't think just because you can constantly land on your tires and not fall off that you're not going to ever die in these races. I thought I'd mention that because there was a little bit of confusion earlier in the live stream today. Also in these races, if for whatever reason you still have these vehicles, I thought I'd mention this, Rockstar actually added curves back to the motorcycles that has it. And I think that's the Electro and the Vindicator. Those aren't really good racing bikes, but if you have them, you can actually use the curves feature in racing now, which might be useful in a certain situation. Next up, and I can't really show this just because it would have taken me probably forever to actually find them, but NPCs in free roam actually spawn phoenixes without spoilers. I don't think you could spawn, or I don't think they spawned them without spoilers before, it was mainly just the big spoiler, but yeah, now they spawn without spoilers. So if you like collecting sort of rare vehicles, then be on the lookout for a Phoenix without a spoiler. Getting into the new cars, there's some interesting things about these. So one sort of small feature about the new Emperor, if you have the stock spoiler on, pretty much if you hit anything, the spoiler will go flying off. So just either get rid of it or purchase the high-end spoiler. One, because in my opinion it looks better, and then two, it actually makes your car a lot faster. So purchase spoilers if you can. And then for the trophy truck, you can actually pretty much knock every part of this vehicle off. You can knock the tires in the back, you can knock the hood off, all the stuff on the roof, on the sides. You can knock everything off, and you just get the core of the car, so to speak. You don't have everything else, and it looks really cool. So if you wanted to do that, you can. And then last but not least, this is something that I kind of mentioned in the speed test video earlier, so if you want to go check that out, you can. But the anise that was added in this update, kind of like with the Emperor, if you put the spoiler option on, the carbon spoiler option on, it's absolutely broken to hell. Like, it's worse than the freaking... I'm even pretty sure it beats the Pifster. Like, this thing, you can just see here in this little thing with the X80. I think he even gets a little bit of a head start or something, and in the end, I just smoke him. So I don't know if this is going to be something they patch or if this is something that they intended for, but I feel like it's going to go the route of like the Slam Van. Once they figure out how to patch it, they'll do a quick fix and fix it, because at the moment, if you put a spoiler, that carbon spoiler on the anise, it smokes every other car in the game, and even in racing, like not even just top speed. It makes it better in all categories. So it's really OP at the moment. So I would take advantage of that while you can. Anyway, that is it with the video. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully you learned some new stuff about the DLC. If you did, drop a like. That'd be much appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for the support. If you have not already, go check out my Twitter, because the shark card giveaway is still going on. I'll probably be picking the winner in an hour or so. So go check that out. Anyway, see you all in the next one. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.